What's going on, guys? Troy at Mountain Man Treasure, and today I bought some stuff and I sold some stuff too.
Mountain Man.
Treasures.
Welcome into the channel, guys. My name is Troy. I'm a part-time reseller based out of Montana. I work at a radio station in the mornings, and then when I'm done, I go out and find things to sell for profit online. I do that primarily on eBay, though we have sold on Poshmark and Mercari, a little bit on Etsy. I've kind of dabbled in some of them, but settled in on eBay. I'm part-time, so I like to try and keep this as streamlined and as simple as possible. I don't like things complicated. So this is typically a what sold video, and we're going to look at what sold over the last about 48 hours or so. But I also had a couple of Facebook Marketplace pickups today, and I want to tell you about those. So let's do that first. The first thing that I picked up, actually, I've got one here behind me. I picked up 6 of these things, and I set up 2 meetings today, one right after work and actually one just now. And both of them were on listings that had been up there for a while. So if you see something on Marketplace, I don't get on there a ton. Every once in a while, I just get on and think, let me see if I can find something. Very often, things are either gone immediately if they're a good deal, or they're priced way too high. So very often, it doesn't work out for me. But every once in a while, it works out. And I saw some of these little figurines. This is one of them. I've got 6 of them. This thing is cool. Look at this. It's Coca-Cola. They put out a series of these teddy bear things. Look at, she's even got little earrings on there. I thought that was like chipped initially, and I'm like, nope, that's an earring. This is called A Perfect End to a Perfect Ride. I'm not sure when they were made. It looks, let me see if it's dated on the bottom here. I don't see, no. Oh yeah, it is. No, it's not. I thought it had a date on there, and it doesn't. I think these are in the 90s. I picked up 6 of these. She had them listed at $5 a piece, and I said, hey, if you've still got them, I would do $25 on the whole thing. And she said, okay. So that worked out well. She actually said, I said, well, you know, were you a collector or something when I met her? And she says, oh, no, my grandmother collected them for us grandkids, and none of us wanted them. I was, ow. These, they're not high dollar. We're not going to get rich off of these things. That's why if I couldn't get it for $25, I wasn't going to do it. But for $25, they're cool little things to have in the store. It's not all the same. There's 6 different ones. Most of them have, I think all of them have the 2 bears. One of them, they're on a trike. There's a white bike. There's a red bike. They're actually really cool. There weren't a lot of them listed, like 4 or 5, and about a dozen or so sold, something like that. So they do sell, and they sell okay. Not for a lot. I think I can probably get 12 or 15 bucks plus shipping out of them. So basically, we spent 25, and our net profit at the end, I think, is going to be about 50. So not much, but I listed them all already today. They were very easy listers. They come without the full original packaging, but half of the styrofoam. So it's going to be basically protected. It's going to be very easy to ship out. And I don't know, they're kind of cool little things to have in the store. So I picked these things up. And then this evening, well, let me show you what we got. This. We got the whole, it's the whole Wii setup. It's got the Wii, the power bar, or the power block. It's got the sensor bar. It's got a Wii U sensor bar in there as well. The whole shebang is in there. Plus we got this thing. I think this is like a $10 controller, maybe. This is the Wii U wireless Ultra sensor bar or something, and the stand is in there as well. I think this is like a $20 thing used. It's got the plastic on it, so I'll peel that off. It's going to look great. We've got the controllers in there. I think there's 3 of them. There's only one nunchuck, weirdly, but that's fine. You know, might sell it with 2 and sell one on its own or something. I don't know. We'll part that out a little bit. And then we got some games too. This will sell on its own, I believe. And then we're going to bundle Wally. This is Nicktoons. This is a SpongeBob thing. Just Dance Kids, Just Dance 2, Just Dance, Wii Sports Resort. That will go on its own as well. So we paid 50 bucks for it, which is certainly paying up. They were asking 75. I offered 50 and she took that. So we'll definitely make our money back. I mean, Wii Sports Resort, we're going to get a good chunk of it just by itself. So we'll make our money back. We're not going to make tons of money. but we might end up making some future money. Let me tell you how we're going to do that. What are we going to get long term? Well, short term is money off the Wii, right? We're going to make money back off of that. Again, not going to get rich, but we're certainly going to make some money. We'll at least double our money. If I part that thing out, we could triple our money, I think. I haven't really run the numbers on that yet, but there's certainly profit to be made there. But what I found out when chatting with the lady, and this is why you should always tell people what you do, guys. Tell them what you do. I said, hey, we do a little bit of reselling on the side. So if you ever have anything else, let me know. Because she was talking about how, we don't even know how this thing works. Our kids are gone, So, the deal at garage sales and whatnot. And I said, well, if you have any others, let us know. She says, like video game systems. And I said, well, yeah, or, anything else like that. And she said, well, we get that sometimes because we buy storage units. Okay. Turns out, it sounds like they must buy a lot of storage units because they're actually building 2 sheds on their property so they can get their 2-car garage back, which means they have a 2-car garage full of stuff. So they're not buying right now, but once they get those up, they're going to start buying again. And so there's a lot of stuff that they're trying to flip for quick cash. She says, yeah, we do that a little bit too. We buy the storage units. Okay, well, now there's a one-to-one, there's a direct source. Now they're not going to have to put it on Facebook. They're not going to have to advertise. They're not going to have to try and meet somebody that they don't know if they're going to show up. This lady knows that I've got cash and that I'm willing to pay. And so that is a very, very good thing. We're going to get pause right here. We're going to hit pause because I think our pizza delivery's here. Yep, pizza's here. So I'm going to finish this thing up because I'm hungry. I want to eat. I got to remember where the heck we were. Essentially, yeah, they buy storage units. They're building a new place to put all their stuff. And I said, hey, if you come on this other stuff, just holler because I do a little bit of reselling on the side. She said, oh, okay. I wish I would have known. We actually just took a whole bunch of stuff to the dump yesterday to make room. Some of it was new. Made me want to cry. But this might mean that we have somebody in the future. Now she knows that I'm willing to buy stuff. I'm willing to spend money. So who knows? It's a short-term win, but potentially there's some long-term wins there as well. So I'm excited about that, more excited about that, frankly, than I am about the 2 deals. The 2 deals, they're basic, right? We're going to make a few bucks at store filler type stuff, but the potential for maybe a long-term relationship with somebody that's buying storage units full of stuff all the time and is okay just flipping stuff quick, I'm good with that. So that's what I bought today. What about what we sold? Because I did sell something today. That's why I figured, let's buy pizza today. We bought pizza today with an old magazine. That's what we did. I'll tell you about that here in a minute, but let's start at the beginning. The very first thing that we sold, something that's been sitting in my store for like 2.5 years. People sometimes ask, how long do you leave stuff in there? I just list it and I leave it. Eventually it's going to sell. This was not a great pickup. I picked this up when I kind of didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know about looking up comps. I didn't know. I was a baby. But they're still pretty cool, and I knew eventually somebody was going to like them. It's this collection of Reader's Digest die-cast cars. Now, by themselves, they're never going to sell. You're never going to sell 1 or 2. But I had more than a dozen of these things. I actually remember the garage sale I went to pick them up and bought the whole box, I think, for $5. I said, what if I just buy them all? And I think I got it for $5. So eventually it was a good turnaround, but it took a very long time. We sold these for an offer, actually, that I sent out. I saw I had a watcher. I had them up at about $35. I saw I had a watcher, and I immediately sent out an offer. I was like, let's get these things out. And they took the offer. I was thrilled. And then we sold these Nike Flex Experience RN7s. This is also an offer I sent out. I think I took 5% off of the listing price, and they sold for $33.43. And then DC Heroes, the role-playing game. This is Superman, the Source Book. Basically, this is Dungeons and Dragons, just in a different universe, right? So they set it in the DC Superman universe, and it's otherwise basically the same thing. I got this in a lot of comic books and other ephemera from Brian over at Mr. Buys a Lot, and it sold for $16.74 plus shipping. And then you saw these over the weekend. I picked these up on Saturday. I don't know if you've seen this video yet. I think you have. I think these were in the video that we dropped. These Ariat jeans. These were M5, I believe, slim, straight. They sold very quickly. Picked them up Saturday, and they've already sold $33.49 plus shipping. And those I put those in a padded flat rate. I know you can actually put them in like that cardboardy flat rate one. I don't like it. I just don't like those. So I usually use the padded. It's like 50 cents more, whatever. It's fine. Pokemon Ditto as Mareep. You might remember this one from our Thrift 15 challenge. This one sold, I paid $1 for it about a week and a half, about 2 weeks ago at Goodwill. And it sold on an offer that I sent out. You see the theme here? It's a good thing to send out offers. $18.99. It was like $1 and change off of the listing price. I'm fine. That thing moved on out. There were no sold comps in the last 3 months. Now there's one. Willie Nelson, Stardust. This is a fantastic album, and it sold for $16.39 plus shipping. And interestingly, it was just days ago that somebody sent me an offer of $8.50 on this. Flat out declined them. Didn't counter, didn't send a message. It's just, you know what? Basically, you're sending me 50% of the value. No. And a few days later, somebody else bought it full price. Have confidence in your stuff. Don't let people make you think that your stuff isn't worth what you know that it's worth. Tyrannosaurus Rex, this old Welch's, I think this one was a grape jelly. I don't remember. It was the Welch's jelly, and then people hung on to them as little jars and little cups. They're not super valuable. I picked this up at an estate sale a while back because I was mostly getting skunked, and I didn't want to walk out with nothing. And so I picked this up for $0.25, knowing that it would probably sell for about $10, and sure enough, it did. $9.97, free shipping. So we make, what, like $4 on it? It's fine. These are actually pretty easy to package up. This Ray-Ban case, sunglasses case, along with the little cleaning kit thing, the little, what is it, cleaning rag? It's not a rag, whatever. The cleaner. Cloth. That's the word, the cleaning cloth. I got this in a mystery box from Josh over at Harry Tornado, and it's a nice little filler and easy to list, easy to store, easy to ship, and pretty easy to sell. It sold for $8.99, free shipping. Again, we make about $4. This Daredevil number 165 vintage comic, really, really cool. And another basic sale, $9.97, free shipping. And then this is what bought our pizza, and they got a nice tip out of it. Life from 1938. You're actually going to see a video about this on Saturday. This was one of the things I picked up from the antique store. I picked up several Life magazines. If you saw my last What Sold, you saw that I already sold one. Now I sold another, and there's another high dollar one in there as well. There are some high dollar Life magazines. These aren't even, not the cream of the crop. These are just pretty good that I found. But there is a video coming up on this on Saturday. This is from May of 1938. There's actually a couple pages in there and photos where they talk about Hitler celebrating his birthday in Vienna. Obviously, this is pre-war, so that an interesting little tidbit. And it's also talking about basically China and Japan and the tension that was building there. Japan obviously wanted to move over to the mainland. They wanted China. And so there's a photo. Well, here it is. There's a photo of a Chinese soldier on the cover of this particular magazine, and it sold for $75.55 plus shipping through the eBay Standard International Delivery. $23 was what they paid for shipping. So all in, they were just under $100. This going to Hong Kong is actually where it's going. And it's interesting. I talk on this channel all the time about international sales. I make a lot of international sales. Ballpark, there's somewhere between 20 and 25% of my yearly sales. And I think it actually might be going up by the end of this year. Goosed a little bit by the Barbies, but even in general, I'm selling a lot of stuff internationally. I think that might be pushing towards 30% if the trend continues by the end of the year. You got to sell international. There's actually another one of these. There's only a couple listed, but there was one listed for cheaper. I had mine listed at like $80, something like that, 82, 84, something. And they sent me this offer. Well, even this offer was higher than another one listed at like $60. My guess is that guy doesn't sell internationally. I do. I got the sale. International buyers are, by and large, fantastic, and they leave really, really good feedback very often. So I love my international sales, and because I offered international sales, I made $75.55 off of a $3 pickup. So pretty good there. I was very happy about that. And then our last sale, actually, this evening is Dr. Seuss Book. Not a good Dr. Seuss book. I mean, it's a sale, so it's a good Dr. Seuss book. But I found this. Actually, this will be on the video on Saturday as well. This didn't even last a week. This is just a little mini book of Seussisms. The bigger book actually sells. There's a Seussisms that's a larger book size book. This is just very small. That one sells a little bit better. But I knew with everything going on that this would probably sell. I picked it up for $1 at the little old lady thrift store, and it sold for $9.99, free shipping. Now, I don't know if this went to a viewer. I actually sent out an offer on a Carhartt jacket, and I've had several people messaging me about it, asking for different measurements or whatnot. I sent messages back to several. I don't know if this is one of the people that sent a message, but I did send an offer out to a watcher this afternoon. And then the Seussisms book sold. And I got a message right after that and said, thanks for the offer, but I'm a size medium, so the jacket wouldn't fit. But I did buy your Dr. Seuss book. So I don't know if that's a watcher that decided, hey, I want to go, or a watcher of the channel that decided I want to go in and get something else from the store, or if he just happened to think, let me see what else he has. I'm not sure. I don't really know. He didn't say that he's a subscriber or a watcher, but Roger, if you are, well, even if you're not, thanks for buying the Seuss book. That's going to go out in tomorrow's mail. So that's what we've got for what sold and what I bought. And now I'm going to go eat some pizza. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. We are really, really close to 4,000 subscribers, which is awesome. I mean, it's unbelievable. We're like a year and a half into the channel, and we're pushing 4,000 subs, which is phenomenal. I appreciate every one of you. So thank you so much. If you're not a subscriber and you think you're getting some value out of these videos, I hope you are. Think about hitting that subscribe button down there. Think about hitting that bell too. We actually have a lot of subscribers that are not bell ringers. So ring that bell. That'll let you know when we put new stuff up. We do have another video coming on Friday and another video coming on Saturday, so you won't want to miss those. If you hit that bell, you'll get the notification. You won't miss it. And comment down below. I read all the comments. I get back to as many of you as I can. And everybody that watches the videos should read the comments as well. I've learned about a lot of things that I've missed on sourcing trips or that sort of thing through the comments. So be sure to read the comments. There's a lot of smart people that watch these videos. So that's what we got for you. I'm going to cut this thing off because, well, it's dinner time. We'll see you guys. Bye.